Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome. We're back with some more Star Citizen. So I rented a fortune, Teach's special fortune, while I was in Levski, and we are back in Stanton at the moment. We've got a little bit of money, 250,000 or something after the rental price, and we are going to start to do some salvage missions. There are no salvage missions per se in Levski. You can look for panels in the asteroid belts and stuff, but I decided just to come back here. We're going to take some unverified. Well, we did take an unverified salvage mission. And that means sometimes it's more risky. It means it's in places where there's more likely to be bandits. We have brought ourselves a, well, first of all, it should be game capture, not display capture. Is the game on the right one? It is. There we go. We brought a fortune. There are three different types of kind of early game salvagers. There's the new Salvation, which is just a cockpit, no interior. You have two small salvage heads. The salvage hopper discharges into crates, which go into a rear platform that has 6 SCUs. So you can put 6 crates back there plus another 6 SCU in the hopper, right? So total is 12. This is the Fortune, which has 6 crates on each side. They go in those little side panels there. There we go. And then, so total of 12 there, and then 12 in the hopper. I am wearing my Star Kitten outfit because I got it for using a referral code during the IAE, as it turns out. Once the event was over, I got a free spacesuit, which is nice. The final beginner salvage ship is the Drake Vulture, which also has, this one, by the way, has 1 salvage head. The Drake Vulture has 2 salvage heads. It also has 12 SCU in the hopper. I think 13 SCU technically in the hopper. This one might also. And then 12 crates in back that you can do in the back. The difference is, while this and the Salvation automatically move those crates out of the way. They load it, and then they move the crates out of the way for the next box. In the Vulture, you have to go in the back, down a ramp, ladder, into a rear cargo area, and then you have to manually move the crates out of the way. So you have to leave the pilot's seat to do that. So for risky ones, I find it's more convenient to not leave my pilot's seat. Now, I pay for that by not being able to get as much stuff. Because even though technically they're both 12 and 12, the reality is the way the hangar is built in the Vulture, you can get quite a bit more. Probably another 9-ish back there. So, and you have 2 salvage heads, so it's a little faster. All right, I'm going to put us off of that and just onto game, since we got something happening now. So this is going to be a little slower, and it's going to hold a little bit less. This is supposed to be target status. This is supposed to be that, and this is supposed to be communications. And then we want that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Here, let's knock that down 1. Now let's put. Can I not do that? There we go. Now put 2 in there. There we go. That's how I want to do that. All right. I'm going to slow our speed down a little bit. I don't want to get into here too fast. So as we come in here, I'm going to hit M to go into mining mode, and you see on the left there it has cinch scraper and a braid scraper. A cinch scraper is a smaller diameter but higher efficiency. I don't know what the speed is, 576 versus 143. So faster, smaller but faster and higher efficiency. The braid is larger. As we get closer, you see that that green arrow's filling up. I'm going to kind of spin us this way a little bit. So we've got 57 minutes to get rid of this. But we could get attacked at that point. Now, I'm going to go with the braid, I think. We'll see how this goes. Maybe we'll do the top half with the abrade and the bottom half with the cinch. So we're going to get two different types of materials here. The first is RMC, recycled material. That's what we're getting right now. And you will see our depot on the left shows material, right? 0.4 counting up, right? That's RMC. When we finish scraping the hull, we can then essentially crush the rest of the ship and break that up. And that's going to get us another type of salvage, which then, as of the most recent patch, I think is this most 4.4, needs to be refined into construction materials, I think is what it's called. I might have the names wrong here, but that's essentially it. And so you have to wait. It used to be it just gave it to you right away. Now it's going to depend on what size I think the ship you're recycling is, but I could be wrong on that. It might be the ship that's doing the recycling. Again, this is new. But there's like 3 different types, and again, one of them's faster but less efficient. One of them is slower but more efficient. So the larger the ship, the slower but more efficient it is. And again, I'm not sure what determines that off the top of my head without doing more research. In my personal experience so far, on my other account, I find that it's probably not worth crushing the ship. I didn't find I got nearly as much money out of it. I'm better off just salvaging another ship for more of this. Oops, come on. All right, let's go back to our gimbal. Go to the cinch this time. We got, what, 3.4 out of that? And you can see how much smaller it is. But in theory, we're going to get more for the same area. It's just going to take us a little longer. I'm not sure I like how long it is taking, though. Realistically, we're probably not in much risk. As long as we pay attention, we're sitting here, we can always quickly either just hit the afterburner or switch into nav mode and quickly warp out. I've never really had too much trouble dealing with pirates, either NPC or player, or PC, I guess. Okay, I guess it's not gonna... Well, let's let us get some of it. It shows on the ring there, like, how much... There it goes. It's finally going. So there's stuff there. It shows how much stuff there is on the left. Like, how much is under it. So 20%, whatever, of left underneath the head, right? So we've got... I don't know what we got the first time. We're up to 4 something now, so that's not terrible. It's not much. We're going to get about 5,000 per crate of RMC. So right now we've got about 20,000 worth. This was a training mission, or an introduction mission, right? This is the first faction one to do for a group, I think, called the Tar Pits. And it didn't used to track faction with them, but we'll have to look to see if it does now. Salvage never tracked faction. It's there in that, just like everything else, the more you do, the higher level you go, the better stuff it gives you, but it never would actually show it to you. So I don't know if that's changed. We'll take a look once we finish salvages, because I don't want to... I think I like the braid, but well, we're up to... It was definitely a lot faster. I mean, we finished that top side very, very quickly. But I didn't pay much attention to how much I got. Really, what we should have done is one entire ship one way and one entire ship the other way, and then look to see how much it gave us. This is kind of a half and half. I guess we could still do one with just a braid next time and see if there's a reasonable difference. I mean, at this point, we've got so little as it is that... Oh, stop moving. It's a good thing I've got my my speed set low. little bit here. So it looks like we're going to get about 5 out of this, right? And for this first time, we'll go ahead and we'll break it up. And then we'll take it in. We'll have to take it to a refinery. Usually the various... I think Lagrange Point 1 always has a refinery. Some of the others do. The problem is that really the only place... There's not a lot of places to sell the RMC. Essentially the main planets are the best place to sell it. So your Lorevilles, your New Babbages, that sort of stuff. But they don't have refineries. So you have to go somewhere else, drop it off, get it refined, then go drop off your RMC. Or maybe you just leave it all and come back later with a cargo ship and get all of it at once to take in a cell. I don't know. There's not... I don't like the new system. I think it really, really nerfed it pretty badly. It was a steady, if not spectacular, stream of income before. Now I'm not sure it's a stream at all. Well, it's still steady. It's just really slow now. Okay, so now up here you can see we've got HDL, FRA. This is fraction. This is disintegrate. So now we want to change to... I want to go to mode. So shift for tool fractures, left alt W. So now notice we've got 5.5. If we look here, it says there's going to be 3.2 SCU of material from fracturing it. So I click the button. Now we're going to wait. It's going to explode. Once again, there's a close range. You can see that there's a green bar going up. We get a little bit closer, we might get a percentage on top of that. Nope, it used to give you a little percentage, but it may be, well, I don't know, I get a 25% up there? 34? Okay, maybe we're getting a little bit up there. It looks like up here there's maybe a bonus. And when that's done, we will switch to, boom. Now, right-click to switch to disintegrate, and we'll start to disintegrate. Kind of everything in your range initially disintegrates. But we'll start here. We'll get 1.4 SCU out of this. Oh, I had to hit the button. Sorry, I didn't hit the left button yet. And it says we're getting 97%. I'm going to move up just a touch and see if that'll get us to 100. Nope, now it says minus 23. Minus 1. Plus 3, maybe? Plus 4. Plus 6. Plus 7. We'll go plus 7. It looks like the other one was close enough that it popped. So we got a little bit out of it. Larger parts take longer. Smaller parts obviously go faster. We'll just kind of aim this direction up here. That got us plus 11. Just a little turn. So we'll take that. I mean, that's only a 0.1 at this size, but there we go. Oh, there we go. Plus 14. And so that's going to get us 2. Now, when the hopper's full, we can't mine anymore. So what we'll have to do is we will have to enable the hopper. I'm going to wait till this happens, and then we'll click over so we can talk about it a little bit. And that will start to kick out canisters. And again, we have room for 6 on each side. All right. How do we do it on this one? Exit right. Depot. It's out of mining mode. Set up top, power off, engine. Open exterior. Shoot the guns randomly. I thought we did it from the pilot seat, but maybe not. Is there a MFD for it? I don't remember how to do this now. I thought it was right here. But it's possible it's moved. It's also possible I don't know what I'm doing. Focus tool, exit seat. We want the filler station to be on auto. Let me get out of my seat here and see if it's a panel somewhere else that I have to set up before I got in the seat. It's entirely possible. Engineering, maintenance. Oh, is it back here? It's back here. Ah, okay. So, what we're going to do is we are going to do construction material, auto, on that side. And then over here, I'm going to go recycled material composite, auto, on that side. There we go. Now that it's set up, we can just come back here. I do like this ship a lot, by the way. And we can take a look, and we're going to see that these crates are going to start to fill. Whoops. I thought we were on Z there. You can see the crates pop out, and then they move around as they need to move around. And so it'll fill up, and then if we take a look here, we are seeing that our filler station is fabricating cargo boxes and kicking stuff out. And if we go here, we should see that we have a completed contract. Oh, yep, there it is. So now we're going to see if we can get another one. Verified. Salvage. We just did one of those. Now that's a risky one. So not only are we going to get the salvage, but they're also going to give us 5,000. Now you could tow it. You have about 30 minutes until security gets there. So these you get about an hour, right? So let's give this one a go. I don't know if I pay the 5,000 or they pay me 5,000 for it. Let's find out. How much money do I have? If we drop down to 29.80 whatever. Yep, we paid for it. All right. Well, now we know. Where are we going? Up here. So it's risky, but in theory it's bigger. I don't honestly know that it is. Whoops. Let me turn that off. That's my problem. I was in mining mode. I want... what do I want? That's what I want. So, this one is in the asteroids around Yella, and pretty much all the ones there are potentially you get jumped by pirates. So, that's part of the difference between the risky and not. Used to be they were all here, and then they started spreading them around a couple patches ago. Let's switch to here. Where is it? Okay, I think it showed up somewhere. But now I can't see it because I've got too much... Oh, there it is. Oh, there we go. Burn in a little bit quick. Again, we don't have a lot of time, and pirates can come at us at any time. Oh, got a asteroid there. We'll do this one all with the braid because we're in a hurry and we don't want to get jumped. Hit the brakes. Ooh, that wasn't too bad, was it? And it's slow. Make sure our overall speed is built slow. Hit mine. Hit gimbal. I'm on the abrade. I'm not on the abrade. I need to do shift S. Nope, nope, stop. Stop. Don't be moving. I don't want us moving. I'm still on that. Left Alt S. That's what I want. There we go. And we're really just worried about finishing this, which is a percentage, and getting the haul stuff, the RCM or whatever the heck it's called. So for us right now, it's just going to be about speed and filling up. We've only got one in the deal there, but obviously we've used some outside already. Now we'll see how it goes. If we get it done quick and nobody's around, maybe we'll break it up. And it kind of tells you how much you're getting based on the area you're at. So you can see that 1.5 to 2 is what we're getting more or less, as long as we move quickly enough. And we've got a percentage up there, 87 left. Surprised me a little bit, but this is a little bit more square, I guess. We've got the sides of the big engine nacelles to deal with. So there's some side on this one, unlike the other one, which was mostly, you mostly get from the top and the bottom. Not much back here though, other than the engines. Apparently we're not getting any of that. Essentially anything that lights up red, like it's, you know, on fire, is probably gettable. I'm going to take us, whoops, off gimbal and rotate us just a little bit. Put us back on gimbal here. Well, we're 6 minutes in. Well, 5.5. We're about 1/3 of the way in. So we're looking at, what, about a 15-minute job for us. Oh, hold on. Filler station, oh, that's fine. Filler station's blocked. So it's full. So remember, we left it on auto. So it continued to send stuff out. So now all we have is the room in the hopper. So we've got 12 outside. Now, if we happen to, and this is the bonus of this, if we happen to have a ship that was big enough, we could have grabbed the material on the back of it. Because if you notice, there's cargo containers there. And it might be worth it, actually. Let's see. Hold on. Whoops. Depending on what it is. We might have made more money doing that than this, but we don't really have the cargo for that. So this is where having a buddy to help you would come in handy. What are we down to? 23 minutes, 61%. But it also doesn't appear to be counting up, huh? Okay, so that's full, and that's full. No, we got one left there. Oh, but it's for, I don't know if this is going to matter. Craft, no. Can I turn auto eject off? No. Huh. Well, I thought I'd be able to turn it off. Because it doesn't look like it's giving us more stuff here. Right, if you notice our counter wasn't going up, right? It was at, what, we're at 0.2? Right, and we should be getting stuff. But you can see it says 0 there. I'm gonna spin this. There we go. Okay, now we're getting stuff. Alright, there just wasn't anything on the bottom. It said there was. I mean, it was red, but we weren't getting anything useful. I don't know where the other 50% of this is, if I'm honest. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot left. I am curious as to... Whoop. There's something. I guess we just didn't have the right angle to get that from the other side, from when we were on top of it. Yeah, we're not getting much out of here. So, a normal non-Teach's special would have a scraper and a tractor beam initially. And you can use the tractor beam to kind of move ships around, but they're not that powerful, and realistically you can only move small ships around. So it's not really that useful. This obviously gives you 2, but again, I tend to just use abrades on pretty much everything. So I'm not really sure. I don't know how much extra it costs. I didn't compare. Well, I rented it, so I haven't compared prices. But if the only difference is that, I'm not sure it's worth. Spending any extra money, because you can just go buy an abrade and put it on. I mean, I guess the bonus is every time there's a new patch and you occasionally lose components, you won't lose it because it's part of the base ship. But well, it's kind of like every angle you hit this, you get different stuff, huh? Is there anything in there we're gonna get? Huh? Guess not. And it also looks like stuff is respawning its color after we move, huh? So maybe that's what happened. Maybe we got it, but then the texture glitched back somehow. This one's kind of a pain to get to, huh? We're not getting much stuff out of this, even though it says there's stuff here. Last 5 or 10 minutes, I feel like we've only got about one. So maybe a raft is not a good... Well, you're not doing it for this. What we could have done was we could have brought a tow truck version of that, of the raft. There's a version, an SRV maybe is what it's called. That's just a tow truck. It's got a big tractor beam and it can move stuff. And we could have towed it out and then stolen stuff off at our leisure. Alright. Whoops. Oh, we're still pulling some stuff off. Might as well get it, as long as we're here. What I'm going to do here in a second is just break this up. And that'll end it and finish the contract. But what I'd like to do is figure out what these are cargo-wise, so I know how much money I'm leaving behind. Hopefully my new suit here, the helmet is airtight. My Star Kitson suit. Looks like it is. Because I want to go out and see what that is. I have a tractor beam. Come on. So when I point it... Come on. Tractor beam. Apparently I don't. I don't know why it keeps going away. 5. 1. 2. Oh, it doesn't have a module anymore. Either way, it should still... No, it says tractor. There we go. Revenant tree pollen. Oh, that's good stuff. The money on this one, we got 15 minutes. How big do we think those are? I don't know that I got time. Where could I... Can you rent a raft? Hold on. Now I need to do some research here. Vehicles. To rent. Mall. Freelancer Max. We'd get some of it. That's 192 on the outside. A Prospector. An Argo Raft at Lorville. Okay, so we're going to Lorville. Maps. Lorville. Don't care about the distilled spirits. I think it's the Revenant tree pollen that we want. And in fact, Let's go trade, commodities, revenant tree pollen. How much is it worth? Sell. Oh, never mind. It's probably not worth that much. 326. Yeah, I mean, 32. Calculator. 32 times 326 times maybe 4. I don't know how much is on there. So there's probably 50,000 worth on there. You know what? I'm going to stop. I changed my mind. Is it worth money? Yes. But is it going to pay for the rental? No. If we were going to make an extra 50,000 off this, I'd be stoked. Normally. But if I have to pay 50,000 to get the rental, I'm not. So let's just go back. And, whoops, I got to cancel my, cancel that. Salvage. Yeah, let's see if it'll just let me work there without a... We'll just get close and then figure it out. I don't know if that's the right one or not, but it'll get us close enough that the gore of icons on top of each other should go away. And we can grab it. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to break this one up, and that should finish it. I just want to finish the contract itself, so it shows complete. That's all I'm looking for here. Now, the only salvage ship that could really handle this is the Reclaimer, which is the large salvage ship, and it's really meant to be a crew run thing. It's a huge ship, has PDCs and everything, and it would do fine with this sort of thing, right? And then it could grab it because it does have its own cargo bin, but it's probably going to struggle with anything over probably, well, its cargo grid can only handle 8 SCU containers, its actual storage cargo bin. So there's that. But, so we'd struggle even with that. So this is very much have a buddy. Now, what you could do is, you could run, let's say, C2 Hercules. And then have a salvation in it that you fly out, do the salvage, and then you could grab the extra cargo and just load it in the cargo bay along with the salvation. So there's definitely, that would be an option. Actually, that's probably fine. Switch it. And then potentially get stuff that way. But again, that's more money. Whatever. Now, if this was drugs, slam, something like that, then maybe I'd have a different option of it. Now, obviously, if we had a vulture and there are some small crates there, like I saw some distilled spirits, we could go ahead and grab those and put them in the bay of the vulture. And I think we could probably do the same thing. We could take one of our bins off and put it on the outside as well. I think we could treat this like a mini Hall A and hang some stuff manually on the outside if we wanted to. Yeah, I see the distilled spirits there. Perch! Wow, look at that. Let's go to mining mode. Let's go to disintegrate here. Hit the fraction. It says 100%. We have 11 SCU left. May as well get it. Then we'll go someplace where we can unload all of the refinery stuff. It's got 16 SCU in there, so that would fill us up. Notice it seems to have fixed all the paint again while we were gone. So a little bit of a disconnect bug there. We got a little bit of server client communication issues going on, right? Where it doesn't know what's going on, so it's just making it default. It's not remembering that we've already taken care of it. We're not going to get a full load out of this, or we're not going to get the full, right? Minus 16. May as well get a little bit closer. Oh, there is some Widow in there. Ooh, and some Slam. We might try to grab that. So there's some good stuff in there. That might be worth more than the construction material that we put on the right side. So we might go, and Alutox. Yeah, we got some drugs in there. Yeah. So we've got Widow, Slam, and Alutroxin. So depending on how big those crates are, we might be able to remove some stuff on the outside and grab them. Because I think that will be worth more than the refined. Because you don't get like the full amount. So we're saying, oh, we've got, say, half of our load is that. So that'd be 13 SCU, say, or 12. But that's going to refine down to a smaller amount. And then it sells good for that. But it was, as far as I know, it's a much smaller amount. I haven't done the math on it. I did one big load in the reclaimer and came away disappointed. It was fine that it wasn't worth much when it was quick and you could just sell it at the same time. But now that you've got to do a bunch of extra steps, I'm not sure it's worth the time, essentially. Bam. We'll see if the material's still there when this disappears. If it eats the containers or just the framework. Kind of looks to me like this big 32 SCU crate is Slam, in which case that's worth a fair amount, I think. Now, you could obviously just pay for these missions in the hope that they have loot on them. Okay, so it ate everything. Okay. So we've got one crate of Alutroxin and a big giant crate of Slam. How much is... let's turn off mine, just maybe so the noises stop. So Slam is worth what? 19,000 per SCU? So that one would have been 20,000. So let's bust out our calculator again. So 20123 times 32. That crate's worth 640,000. And then we've got some Alutroxin as well. I'm going to suggest that... And there's 2 slams? Alright, this is what we're doing. We're dying. Then we'll have a corpse token, and we can come back. Oh, nope, that's not... Can I stop that? Hold on. That's fine. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of here. Now I'm going to die, I think. Now we should have a corpse token we can warp back to with a ship that we can do this with. This became a lot more interesting all of a sudden. Except now I'm back in Levski, which is a little annoying. I don't remember... Oh wait, what we're going to do is we're going to die a second time. That's what we're going to do. As soon as we get here, we're going to set our spawn point back, and we'll die a second time. We're going to use our clones as a form of fast travel. I'm not sure I've ever died to here, so I have to, there's the stairs. Now it's patient check-in. I want insurance. Let's go to here. Let's reset our location. Confirm. Now we're going to stop over here out of the way. All right.
Everything good?
Now we're going to see what we can rent. Because we don't have a lot of money. And we also probably want a better tractor beam. Oh, what the heck was that? But I am in a little bit of a hurry. Can we buy one here? I don't think we can buy one here. You know, we'll probably be okay. Depend on what we rent, I suppose. We want the spaceport. Oh. Sprint, 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 sprint. There we go.
Careful, doors are now closing.
I'm going to sit down because I don't want the weird bug that pulls me out of the floor to get me. It'll be daylight for once going through here. That will stand up. All right. No, I want the terminal. Sorry. Sorry, go. I'm sorry. I don't know what we can rent here that's going to help us. And our ship is not enough. And a Hull A is not enough. Not to get 32s. It can only handle 16s. Well, those might have only been 16s. They probably were, actually. I know I typed in 32, but they might have been 16s. Let's see what we can get here.
Be sure to explore all new baggage hatcheries.
Constellation Taurus would get some of it. Is that my only cargo option? Are we going to make more than 100? I think we're going to make our money back. I'd rather not have spent that much money, but at the same time, I also don't want to have to go through like 3 more stations, because my dinner's going to be ready in probably about 10 minutes. And I would at least like to get this stuff on a ship,
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
so it doesn't
system.
disappear. Quest delivery, go back, retrieve.
Select.
Microtech.
Stand by.
The
Your
Empire
vehicle has been
has
phase fitted.
technology. Where creative innovation is created.
Be on the lookout for anything suspicious. I'll be too careful.
Welcome to the RSI Constellation. This is one of the most popular ships in the game. And I believe that's a tractor beam right there, so that will help us. Am I correct? Am I correct about that? I think so. I have owned them numerous times, but it's been a while. I guess we can look to see if there's a tractor beam on here. Come on. There is. All right. That's good, because our tractor beam sucks.
Looks like you're on your way. It was great being able to help you. And I hope you're able to visit us here at New Babbage again real soon.
All right. If we go to here, let's see if we can warp to our corpse, which is where? You're supposed to be able to. No party members, no... And I have done it before. Stanton. Will list me here? Otherwise, we'll just warp to Yellen and see if we can find it. Yella, excuse me. Yeah, there we go. There's our corpse. Ideally, what I want to happen here is, and I don't know that I have the time, we're going to come back here, we're going to pick up all the drugs. We're going to take those to Grim Hex. Then we'll fly back to our corpse, and we will grab our fortune, and we will probably fly back to Grim Hex with that too, because I think there's a refinery at Grim Hex. And then I'll log off and have some dinner. Then we'll be back to sell it all. Of course, my worry is I don't see anything there yet, but we're still a ways out. So once the ship blows up, the servers do clean stuff up. Oh. Oh, no, no. It's all still here. Can we stop and oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. I think something like that. All right. Oh, damn it. Hold on. Well, I can do it faster this way, probably. I need to put down the cargo grid. Oh, no. No, don't go that fast. Get back up here. It's up here. I just ran too fast. No. Why am I... What the hell just happened there? All right. Okay, that's fine. Because we can lower the cargo grid here. No, never mind. That was weird. Okay. Okay, fine. Get in a hurry. Mistakes happen. Let's just get back in the pilot seat and put it that way, maybe? No, here. I want... Come on. That door opens. Nope. Oh, no. No, there's an actual bug with the ship. Okay. Okay, that's not a mistake on my part. That's a mistake on the game's part. Okay, I had that happen the other day with my Hull C, where the back half of my ship was gone. Okay. So we're not going to try to walk back there. That's a weird-ass bug. Alright, get back in the pilot seat, then we'll... I might have been able to do this with a hotkey from the actual seat of the tractor beam, but let's go here. Now, let's go... Alright, it's got power. I don't know how much range it has. More turret. Make sure the...
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride.
Ooh,
System check.
that... Well, I don't know. We'll see. That might be a pain. I want to get the slam. Let's not hit anything else. Let's spin it kind of closer to where it needs to be to get into our deal here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get out of here and bring that elevator up. Because it is in my way. The problem is, there is a secondary cargo bay in the back, but we can't get to it if we can't walk in the back of the ship. Okay. I want to move it back farther. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on down. Come on down. We don't want you to slam into a bunch of other stuff. Nose down there a little bit. Snap first, and then I'll pick it up and move it farther back. Can we go up on top? I don't know if I can go farther back with it. No. That's as far back as it can go. Nope, let this one over here. There we go. That one can go back one more. Okay. Let's see if that gives me enough room. We move the ship. Okay. Well, we've got the slam, but I want the rest. You know, I see people in chat talking about finding these big, you know, big drug stashes on these ships, but it never happens for me. Whoops, stop. Oh wait, distilled, how you try, we'll kind of do something like this. And of course, there was more that we probably could have had that we disintegrated, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll take what we can get, and it better sell for more than 160. Okay. So the question is, can I get this on the ship as well? Down, 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 down. Do I have enough room? Whoops. Yes. Now, can I get the allotoxin before we float away? Yes. And we may as well get the distilled spirits too, because we got room. Could, maybe. Even. No, that's fine. As I say, we could potentially even get all the stuff off of the fortune. But its shields are on. I mean, I could fly over. You know what? Let's one step at a time. One step at a time. F2. Grim Hex. It's just right over here. We might even be able to see it from here. Not quite. But it's not that far away. I mean, we warped in from, what, 100 kilometers out? And this is 152. So we could probably just fly back when we leave here to get to our other ship. I think the entrance is over here. Did the door close? Yeah. Forgot to close it, but I think when you warp, it automatically closes everything. I'm going to want to be able to ask for landing permission soon. Now, you do occasionally get PvP'd. Somebody could easily scan me here and then want a piece of this action.
Please proceed to sign.
Okay, yeah. Don't really know where I'm going, if I'm honest. I don't go to Grim Hex that often. There we go. Oh, where is it? Oh, damn it. Where the hell is that? It's on the other side here? Maybe. We might not get there in time. Oh yeah, it's in here. Almost certainly not get there in time. That's okay, we'll just ask for another one if we don't.
I'm sorry. Inactivity.
Yep, that's fine.
Genius. That request is already being granted. That request is already being granted.
Alright, let's not run into that guy.
Landing gear deployed.
Let's get the right side up. That'll help when we want to actually touch down.
Landing complete. Have a business to say.
That looks pretty good. I'll take that. Alright, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go call up that elevator again, because we don't want it up. Put this just off to the side for the moment. We'll get some weird sound effects going on. Nope, no, I want this. No, come on. There we go. It's nice when the tractor beam doesn't go anywhere close to where it actually points, but that's okay. No, don't fall through the floor or anything, dude. I need you. I need you. Alright, Revenant Tree Pollen, which is what started this, but which is probably worth the least about. Put it here. There we go. Now the slam can come out. These are going to be 24, so it's 32 of the... Wait, so it wouldn't have worked on a Hull A. Okay, so Revenant was a 32, these are 24s. It should still be a decent profit, I would think. Okay. Now I just got to get this lowered in. Then go back, get the fortune, and then eat some dinner. Now, I don't know with all the extra time we spent how much actual profit for our time will happen, but we'll learn that once I have some dinner.
You are clear to launch.
Take off, Princess.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Landing gear raised.
Let's try to get up above the ecliptic here of the asteroids so we don't run into something on our way over there. There we go. Oh, hit some wreckage. Spin around. It's going too fast. Didn't have shields on. That was a mistake. Well, we didn't overshoot too much. Oh, we knocked that wreckage way out of the way. Doesn't really matter because we're about to claim this thing anyway. Somebody tagged us, but we're just gonna go.
Please proceed to safeguarding.
Okay, we got our hangar, and I think we're coming in from the correct direction this time. Maybe.
Docking procedure started. Docking denied. Landing gear down.
I don't know what he wanted, but apparently we weren't enough of what he was looking for.
Landing complete. No business to say.
Systems off.
No, that's not what I wanted. I was thinking I might be able to get the extra suit, but I'm not sure I really care. Come on. Grab the crate, not the ship. Can I not grab the crate? There we go. That was weird. Nope, can't get it. Well, I think they're doing whatever they're doing. Okay, let me get the rest of it. All right, I am going to go eat what is probably a cold dinner at this point for me. And then come back and sell some stuff. Once we verify it's all down here. All right. So back in a few minutes. All right. I had some very good spaghetti. Some spectacular spaghetti. And now we're back to look at prices. So Grimhex is the cheapest. They're only going to give us 15,000 per, potentially. Now, we don't know for sure, but that looks to be a pretty reasonable price. Unfortunately, we have 24 SCU containers. And as you can see, everybody up here can only take up to a max of 16. I didn't realize that Crew L5 would take it at the maintenance. I'm going to have to go find that maintenance room. Because I didn't know that was a thing or even existed. So yeah, that would be nice. But again, 16 SCU is as big as it's going to take. And I said, I think ours are 24. So we'll verify that because they pay the most. Every place else, well, obviously they can't, none of those places can take it. These are all in Pyro. I'm not sure it's worth my time to fly to Pyro to do the sale or for the risk, right? We know there's at least one ship out there flying around at the moment, or was a minute ago. So I think Grimhex it is probably for us. So we'll take a look, and then I will figure out what the heck is going on with that. So let me get back into the game, and we'll sell some stuff. All right, welcome to Grimhacks. Again, I don't spend a huge amount of time here, but I do occasionally. Let's see if I can remember how to get to the admin. I think it's... Well, here, let's just check the map. Admin office. Down and across. Okay. Right there, it says admin.
Welcome.
All right, let's see what we can make here. Assuming it loads. All right, our alutoxin is going to make us 4,000. Sure. Now, we spent 160 to get here, so we had what? 290-ish? Isn't that what we had? So we need to come out above more or less 300,000. All right. Distilled spirits, 407. Didn't really expect it to go for anything. That's fine. Revenant tree. We're going to make another 7 grand on that. We were right. It was not worth flying back and forth for that. That we can't sell at the moment. But this, here we go. We have 24 times 2, so they were 24s. And DC... It said slam where we were before, right? Oh, but they don't have any demand. No. 48 units. It said slam, but here it doesn't. We're not going to sell it. We're going to check that. Recycled material we can sell, though. That's going to get us 40. And this doesn't sell, but that's fine. Let's check real fast. Sellable cargo. Slam. 15,000. So when did our slam become whatever this is? Because this is worth a lot. Right? 15,000, like I said. So that would be 15,000 times 48, right? So 48 times 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 720,000. That's what we should have got. Instead, it's telling us that it's this. Let me find a terminal.
Hi.
Oh, the inventory broke again? This has been a thing lately. Let's take an elevator down. Or up in this case, I guess. To our hangar and see what our hangar says.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Oh, and that broke.
Please visit us. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle selected.
I've never actually had a big
Please visit us again.
drug haul like that. I see other people happens to. I see people talking about it in chat. But for me, it never happens. So I'm going to be really annoyed if our big payday, our free meal here, turns into something else. Yeah, we have no inventory. Here it still shows us slam. Okay, I'm going to assume this is a kind of a desync type of bug. Let's go see if there is a let's see if there is a recycler here, because I do not know if there is. And if I have to fly it somewhere, I fly it somewhere. That's fine. A constellation is not an easy target. We got to take the construction material somewhere as well, probably, it looks like. Let's go F2. Clothing shop. Ship parts, drug lab. Bar. Okay, so we're going somewhere. And I guess we could... I don't think they do... We'll go down here and see. Maybe this is where I've got to go to sell it. I don't think it is. I think this is a remnant of an older older ways of doing things. Maybe ultimately the way it'll come back to, but let's see.
The hell do you want?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Okay, so no. I think you used to be able to talk to him.
We're done.
I know, that's why I'm leaving. Okay. I'm gonna go check one more time. Let's check here. Yeah, it just seems to be like a desync, you know? Custom. I don't want sustenance, I want commodity. Nope. Okay. Well, then what I'm going to do is I will fly to, I guess, wherever in Pyro. We need to go to sell it. Because I want the payday just so we can say we did it. Did these show it? Nope. I guess what I should do first is maybe log out and back in and see if that fixes it. Maybe get on a different server. Let's try that. All right, let's see if we have an inventory, first of all. We do not. Okay. I have zero expectation of this working, but it takes just a second to check, so I'm gonna check. Now it doesn't show that I have anything.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
Ooh, that was bad. Let's not take that elevator into wherever that is. All right, one more check. And we'll probably have to wait for our ship to get back here. Slam, still shows. All right. How weird. Now, it's possible if we bring it up and send it down. And I guess we could try that. I got 15 minutes to, wait if I don't want to pay the extra money. I'm bringing it all up, and now I'm going to send it all down. Still shows a slam. All right. Now let's check our inventory and see if it shows up here. Nope. Okay. All right. Well then, I guess I'm going to try to go to sell. Rods, fuel, and supplies. He has refueling, repair, clinic, docking, elevator. Does not, however, have a refinery. Does somebody else here have a refinery? Starlight Service does. Let's go there. We'll take everything to Starlight Service. I assume that's a station. Located in Bloom. Ooh, I don't know that it is. It is Citizens for Prosperity. Well, we'll give it a look. I have a sneaking suspicion. Oh, no, it shows that it's a spaceship. Okay, good. Station, good. I was like, I don't know, because I haven't been there. So we're looking for Admin Starlight Service once our ship is in. Okay.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Oh, I can't see it here because this is a small hangar and it is a medium ship. Do this one. Well, the bonus of this is Starlight Station actually has a mission to haul some stuff back to Tiza in Lorville. So that pays another 133. So I think I'll probably accept that. So we'll pay for our route back. I was thinking about just hanging out for a day or two, and I might still do that, but I know that this mission is here. So, well, if I hang out for a day or two, I won't have this ship. I don't know. Because the thing is, it's going to take a little while to recycle the materials we have. Now, I might choose a faster route if we can find something within, say 12 hours to recycle it all. The last time I did a recycle, it took 37 hours. But that was like the slowest, highest yield possibility, and there's more of it than there is here. So I have to see. Because it'd be nice to be able to fly back with this ship and make a little bit more money. Because this pays, what, 120 or something like that? What did I say it was? Contracts. 133. So this will almost pay for the ship by itself. This mission will. So regardless of everything else, we'll turn a profit on the rental. Alright, I think we're on the top. Ooh, I don't want to go that fast. Hold on. That's a bit much. Let's go ahead and move this over to contacts so we can see when we get close enough to ask for... I don't know if I said it, but this would also be a good next ship for us, right? This is not a cheap ship, but it's not a stupid expensive one either. It has a fair amount of cargo. It has a smuggler-specific cargo spot in the back. Maybe I'll try to show you. Oops, because I left that.
Arrival complete. Welcome.
One here on the end? Yeah. Anyway, so it fits our whole smuggler ethos, you know, as we run drugs to a pirate system here. Living up to that ethos. I think are we on the top? Yeah, I think it's this right here. Now, generally, you can load from, or you can sell from the ship. And generally, you can also refine from your ship, except construction materials, which for whatever reason have to be unloaded. I think just so that it makes it take longer if you're using a reclaimer. I think that's the entire purpose. It's just to handicap reclaimer owners. Because everything else can be done from the ship. You can sell from it. If you have a mining ship, you can refine your stuff from it. Do I have to go to the back? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unload the small crates. Well, I might unload all of it. I don't know. There's always a risk when you leave it on the ship that the elevator, the hangar, eats the ship. Let's see if we can get to the back. I'll show you the smuggler's hangar if we can not fall through the floor. Nope. We can get to it that way maybe, but I'm not going to fight with it. Anyway, it's back there. You see that door back up there in the top? That's where it's at. This is, historically for me, probably the most buggy ship. I have had so many issues with it, which is why I ultimately sold all of them. I've had probably 3 of them over the years in a couple different models, maybe even 4 of them. Oh, I don't need this. I need the... Damn it. Well... May as well turn stuff on. We do need this. I'm gonna be really annoyed if this place also says that it's whatever it was that wasn't Slam. But I feel better knowing that we can make the money on the mission if we need to. I wonder if that'll be a crafting bench at some point. Can we see through the floor? Hey! Well, that's nice. You used to be able to see through the, Let's see. Nope. All the way through. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and send this ship up.
Welcome to the A-class vehicle retrieval kit. Your vehicle has been re-exhibited.
Let's send this down. Guess we're sending them both the same direction. Oh, that's for that. That's okay. We're going to ignore that for a moment. Need to get something to eat and drink, too. Still shows a Slam. Alright. Let's see if it even shows up in the inventory here. No, that's not a good sign. But I could potentially wait till morning. See if the servers get fixed is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Medical center, public habitations. How do I get to the refinery, first of all? I don't know. But it looks like the administration is straight ahead. Whoops.
Just got a new shipment of stuff? Have a look.
Nope. Doesn't show it at all. Oh, because I'm on that. Hold on, hold on. There we go. Nope. Still shows as whatever this is. DCSR2? Looking to see. I don't know what order these things are in or not in. Slam. 17,000. Okay, now let me see if I can figure out where the hangar is. Or where the refinery is. Well, I think what I'm going to do is... wait till... well... I got one more thing to try. And it's a bit risky. Because... again, hangars eat ships on occasion. But let's try putting it on the ship and selling it from the ship. I don't really want to risk it. The problem is, if we don't get it sold tonight as what it is, I won't have the ship. But the fact that inventory doesn't show up at all right now tells me that there is an issue. I wonder if we go to Star Citizen and we check status, what it's going to tell us. Support. Well, it doesn't think there's a problem. And I don't see a refinery for this joint. Yeah, the fact that it doesn't show up here at all is an issue, because it should. Oops. I don't know if I want to risk it. Then again, if it... You know what I might do? Maybe I'll grab this stuff. And this stuff and take this back, and we'll leave this here, and I'll try to come back for it tomorrow and see what happens. Now, I don't have a ship that can carry it, but we can at least see if it shows up as what it's supposed to show up as. Let's go select all. Then we'll come down here and unselect you. And I will see it when I figure that out. There's no point in recording me just running a regular mission. So I will see you then. All right, we are coming into Green Glade. This is at Hurston's first Lagrange point. We are going to drop off the construction rubble and get it refined. You can see there is a refinery right here. And then... I'm just going to do some mission. We'll drop off the rest of the contract down at Tiza, and I'm going to use this to run some missions back and forth so we can make some of the money back that way. As long as we got this thing, we may as well use it. Okay. Let's try standing up. The rest of the way. There we go. We might be able to get another contract from here as well, down to Tiza. Really hoping this is the last time I have to load or unload this construction room. This is apparently whatever it thinks we have. Well, I don't need any of that right now. I need Calling Stellar. You could do that. I mean, it only pays 50. But we could drop it off, then grab a bunch of the little ones and take those down with us. Why not? Ooh, I hope we have enough room. Well, about to find out. Oops. No, go away. Now walk faster. Don't run anywhere. I need you to stay more or less where you're at. There we go. Now, you can go there. Now, we may not have room for all this, but we'll take down what we can. Yeah. Come on. No, you stay where you were at. Well, I might put you back there. Because now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to start stacking. So we can get more in here than is in the deal, but you have to be a little bit creative. It has to go in the middle. Do 3 high. You can do 4, but it's got to fit in between those. We might have to leave 1 or 2 of these behind, which will be annoying. But if it happens that way, it happens that way. Might have to leave 2 of them behind. Come on. Which means we'll probably only get paid 50%, but it's better than nothing, I guess. I think I can, let's see, we'll see if I remember my my constellate. I think we'll still have to leave 1 behind, unfortunately, but I might. Let's see, if we go here. Alright. Oh, did that not go all the way back? Oh. No, we might be able to get them all. Never mind. We had 1 more row than I thought we did. What I was going to have to do was take the one that's next to it, now lift it up and put it all the way on top, and then move it back to the middle. But we don't have to do that. We'll be okay. We can just get it. So This one goes to Everest. Perfect. It's interesting because I didn't walk into the elevator, it just teleported me in. Again, the servers aren't doing very well. The event ended today. And I know there was a maintenance patch last night, or early this morning when it happened. And it seems to have caused some issues.
Management just wanted to make a general announcement to check your valve settings. We've been noticing leaks in processing.
Alright, this is the refinement process. So we're going to go here, and like I said, normally you can refine from your ship, but the instructions say you can't do it from here, and I did try it with a different ship, and I had to select the station for this. So we're going to do this, and now we need to figure out how we want to do it. So we can say each of these: high speed, moderate cost, low yield. But if we get a quote, we'll see it'll take 3 minutes and 7 seconds. I don't know that it's going to get us 315. I don't know how much that actually is. 1,500 is 15 crates. So I'm assuming that means it's going to get us 3 crates worth. So let's see if we've got a different method. This one is low speed, high cost, high yield. This one's going to take 25 minutes, but it's going to get us 4.5 crates. Which means 4 crates, I think. I don't know. Maybe it'll give us 5. Let's go for it. We'll confirm. And I am going to buy a larger mining laser, mining tractor beam. What does it fall under? I thought it was personal weapons, but there it is, personal weapons. They're kind of pricey, so I hadn't done it. I mean, you can see 19,000. That's a significant, like, I mean, that's the entire budget if you just got your first. All you got was the 20,000 with your package, right? But I think we can hook it on the back there, on the Star Kitty, and we'll use that to move stuff a little bit bigger and faster. And I'll be back in whenever I pick that stuff up. Alright. Oh, it says it's completed, so what we're going to do is we're going to select a storage, and we're going to send it right to our origin. And again, it says it's going to be 450 or 1200, right? We have 12 SCU. So I don't know if it's going to give us 4 or 5 crates, but we're going to grab it. Firm delivery. Yeah. All right. Now that should have been construction materials. Let's hold on. So let's go to here. Commodities. Construction materials are 8.1 per. So we got what, 4 to 5. So, you know, we'll get something. We're right above Hurston. And, hey, that seems to be the place to go. Admin Hurston L1. Oh. We are at Admin Hurston L1. Okay. I like that. That makes my life a little easier. I would have just sent it right to the station otherwise, because now I'm going to have to pay an unloading fee, but let's go see if we can find that. I'm an idiot. That was the elevator I needed. I should have just taken it to the Galleria. And I should definitely know better on this station, because this is a station I usually use as my home base. All right, let us select our origin. And there we go. It gave us 5, so it rounded up. So we're gonna get an extra 42,000. So it's fine, like, but I'm not sure it was worth 15 crates worth of our storage. I don't know. However, we are up to 587,000. And potentially we have, I don't know how much more. Potentially more. What did it say Slam was worth if we can get some Slam? If we can sell it as actual sell at Starlight Service 17 262 times 48, right? We have 224s. So potentially another 800,000. So that's not bad, right? 800 plus 6 would be 1.4. So 1.3 and a half-ish. So we're essentially closing in on buying another ship if we wanted to. I think we should probably hold tight and buy something a little fancy than what we have, but I don't know. And obviously, the most important thing is we did it all in a Star Kids onesie, right? I mean, that's clearly the most important part of the entire process. Anyway, this was a long one for me especially. I started recording this before dinner, and it is almost 10 o'clock at night now. So thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Cheers. Shortly after finishing this, the server showed a degraded status. It took them a couple hours, well, maybe an hour. And then they said it was fixed, but it wasn't. So I went to bed. However, the next day, the Slam still showed as the wrong thing, so I gave up.